Classification of living things. Learning about the similarities, differences, and the variety among the living things. Now that we have learned about classification of plants, let us study about the classification of animals. Wild and domestic animals. The animals like lion, tiger, bear, who live in jungles are called wild animals. Dogs and cats are classified as domestic animals because they live with us as our pets. What are the other ways of classifying animals? Other ways of classifying animals are unicellular and multicellular animals. Organism can be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular organisms such as amoeba or paramecium are made up of only a single cell. All activities necessary for life are performed by this single cell only. Bigger organisms are multicellular. Their bodies are made up of different types of cells, like the ant, mouse, elephant, fish, etc. Can plants be classified in this way? Terrestrial animals are animals like the horse, fox, or cat who live on the land. Aquatic animals are the animals who live in the water, like fish, jellyfish, octopus, etc. Amphibious animals are animals who can live both on land and in water. Frog, tortoise, crocodile are amphibious animals. This is how animals are classified on the basis of their habitat, that is, the place where they live. How can you classify vertebrate and invertebrate animals? Students, let us see how to check the vertebrate column of our friends. Try to draw a finger down the middle of your friend's back. What do you feel? You will feel a chain of bones. Each of these bones is called a vertebra. And this chain is called the vertebral column, the backbone. Animals that have a vertebral column are called vertebrate animals. Like man, some other vertebrate animals are fish, frogs, lizards, snakes, chameleons, sparrows, crow, rabbit, monkeys, elephants, etc. Animals that do not have a vertebral column are called invertebrate animals. Animals like amoeba, worms, earthworms, snails, crabs, cockroaches, butterflies do not have a vertebral column. As compared to vertebrates, invertebrates have less developed brain. Classification based on body covering. Vertebrates can be classified based on the type of their body covering too. It is the skin that protects an animal's body. Vertebrates have an additional covering for protection. It may be made up of scales, hair, or feathers. Thus, vertebrates may be classified into three groups as animals with scales, with hair, or with feathers. Animals with scales. Animals like fish, snakes, lizards, chameleons, tortoise have scales on the body. Animals with hair. Animals like monkey, bears have bodies covered with hair. This hair is called the fur. Animals with feather. Animals like eagles, kites, parrots, peacocks have feathers. Vertebrates can be classified as oviparous and viviparous animals. Based on the mode of reproduction, animals may be classified into two groups. Those that are hatched out of the eggs are oviparous animals. For example, a sparrow lays the eggs and hatches them. In a few days, the sparrow's young ones break the eggshells and come out. Those that give birth to young ones is known as viviparous animal. For example, the growth of a cat's young one first takes place inside the cat's body. When this growth is complete, the cat gives birth to the kittens. Summary: classification of living things is necessary to study all the plants and animals that are found in the living world. Living things can be classified on the basis of various criteria. Plants are classified as flowering and non-flowering plants. Plants can also be classified on the basis of the type of stem length of life cycle. Animals are classified as vertebrates or invertebrate animals. Animals can also be classified on the basis of their habitat, body covering, and mode of reproduction. Let's end this chapter with a positive note of keep learning.